What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Mighty Recap. And this part of the episode is where we recap everything we just went through with our guest. And our guest was the great Alex Volkonoski. Man, talking to him about the trilogy with Max Holloway, the two losses, him fighting himself, him, started from rugby and then cutting weight from 205, fighting at 185. Absolutely crazy talk. I think the one that I really enjoyed is hearing him talk about, after he had those two losses, finally taking a break from fighting and giving, all his time to his family, building their brand with Old Man Volk, cooking with Volkanovski, was probably my favorite part of the chat, because in mixed martial arts, a lot of the athletes and a lot of you guys who are listeners, we appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys don't realize how stressful it can be when you're the champion. And the first thing they ask you right when you get to the press conference is, what is next? It's like, let's think about that. When a rapper drops a banger fucking album, you sit there and you listen to the album. You listen to it over and over and over, like The Weeknd. He just dropped Hurry Up Tomorrow. I constantly listen to that album. After I get done with the album, do you think the first thing that comes to my mind is like, man, when's the next album? No, I sit there and I appreciate each track. I go through and listen, and I actually fall in love with the album. Then I'm like, okay, I would love to see him on tour. There is no like, what's next? And I feel like in mixed martial arts, that's what we get. You don't get an opportunity to actually appreciate what that athlete just did in the octagon or the ring or the cage, whatever it may be. And I think that's something that we need to bring into mixed martial arts. Like after, an athlete does a spectacular, finish or a fight, the first thing we should ask him is like, hey, what's next? When's your next fight? When are you planning on fighting? And I think for him to have those two losses, to be able to come home, build the brand, and spend time with the wife and the kids, he has, I feel like, that perfect balance of, right now, I'm training for this fight. When I'm done with that, I'm going to step away from fighting and just focus on building the brand and spending time with the wife and kids. And I love to hear that, because there's a while ago where he was like, if I'm not training for a fight, I don't know what to do with myself. All I am is this fighter, the fighter identity, and he struggled with it. And to hear that he's at a place now where he's found peace, no matter what happens in this fight with Diego Lopez, he knows he's going to be okay.